Welcome to your slow morning yin yoga flow. My name is Star. I will be guiding you today, and we'll begin on our backs in a long body stretch. So bringing your toes all the way down, extending your arms up and overhead. We'll find 3 cleansing breaths here. Exhale all of the air out of your lungs. Take a deep breath in, feel your ribcage expand. And a deep breath out through your mouth, letting go. Inhale, breathing in, feeling your chest rise. And exhale, allow your shoulders to fall a little more into the mat beneath you. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Slowly draw your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around your shins for ball pose. Notice how your low back feels against your mat, and continue to elongate through the back of your neck. And slowly bring both knees over to the left for a supine twist variation, extending your right arm out to the side. And perhaps gazing past your right fingertips or closing your eyes here. And completely relax your belly, relax the muscles around your neck. And fully tune into your breath here. Imagine as if you could breathe the entire length of your spine. And slowly bring your knees back through center, wrapping your arms around your shins. And gently taking a moment here to reset, perhaps finding any movement in your ball pose or finding a moment of stillness. And slowly drop your legs over towards the right side, extending your left arm out to the side. And completely relaxing the muscles around your eyes, relaxing your palms. And allow your body to fully melt and let go in this posture. And slowly bring your head back through center and bringing your knees back into your chest for ball pose. And simply taking a moment here to reset. Bring your palms on top of your knees and find some gentle circles here, keeping your legs together, noticing how your low back feels as you press into your mat. And then switching directions if you haven't yet. And start to bring your hands down by your side. Extend your legs all the way up for legs up the wall. And finding any intuitive movement here in your body, maybe finding ankle rolls or walking on the ceiling or the sky, bending through your legs. And notice where in your body do you feel the most rooted into the earth beneath you. Next, we'll move into reclined shoelace pose. Cross your right leg over your left, bend through both legs, then bring your hands either to your shins, ankles, or feet, and slightly draw your knees in towards your chest. And allow yourself to explore this posture, maybe drawing your legs away from each other, or bringing your knees farther away from your chest. And just noticing the different sensations in your body as you explore this posture, even if it's simply just with your awareness. And slowly unwind your legs, extending both legs up to the sky. Taking a moment here to reset before we switch sides. And when you feel intuitively ready, cross your left leg over your right, bending through both legs and bringing your hands to your shins, ankles, or the tops of your feet. And gently take a moment here to notice if this side feels any different than the other, and perhaps this side needs something different than the other side. And slowly start to unwind your legs, extending both legs up to the sky and finding any last movement here in your legs up the wall. Slowly bring both knees in towards your chest, planting both hands on top of your knees. And here we'll find circles once more, but this time separating your legs. So drawing both knees in towards your chest, opening through your hips, your knees, and then slowly bringing your knees back to touch and bringing your legs back into your chest. So as if you are finding two sort of mini circles. Your feet can stay together or not. And then switching directions here if you haven't already. So pressing your legs away from your body, finding the circles, and drawing your knees back to touch. Slowly make your way back through center. Extend your left leg all the way down onto your mat and draw your right knee in towards your right armpit. And option to stay here, or maybe finding any circles on your right side, or finding half happy baby on the right by grabbing the inside arch of your right foot, ankle, or shin. And try to keep your left hip and your low back grounded to your mat, perhaps placing your left hand on your left hip or on the left side of your mat. Another option here is to slowly extend your right leg out to the side, rebending your leg, finding any movement here. And slowly bring your right knee back into your chest and extending your right leg all the way down. Switching sides, bring your left knee in towards your left armpit. And once again, know that you are welcome to stay here or find half happy baby on the left. And know that just because you did something on one side doesn't necessarily mean you have to do it on the other. Allow yourself to listen to your body, noticing how your body wants to move here. Slowly bring your left knee back in towards your chest. Extend your left leg all the way down and reach your arms up and over for a long body stretch. Bend your legs, plant your feet about hip width distance, and lift your hips up for bridge pose. Option to keep your arms up and over. Option to come up high on your toes. Bring your hands down by your side. Continue to engage your glutes. Elongate through the back of your neck. Then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower your spine down to your mat. And rolling onto any side, finding fetal pose, bringing your knees together, resting your cheek on your mat or on your bicep. Just taking a moment here to check in with yourself, noticing how you are feeling, and slowly roll over onto your belly. We'll find a shoulder stretch here. Bring your right cheek down towards your mat, and then extend your right arm out to the side. Think as if your right wrist is in line with your shoulder. Bringing your left hand down towards your rib cage. An option to stay right here or to slowly roll over onto your right side. Option to bring your left leg over or perhaps planting your left toes behind you. An option here to find a vine with your left arm opening through the front of both shoulders. Notice where in your body do you initially feel this twist. Soften the muscles in your face and allow your left hand to support you as it grounds into your mat. option here to find some movement with your left arm if you feel stable in this posture. Reaching your left arm all the way up, finding any circles or waving your arm back and forth. And just noticing the different sensations in your shoulders and your chest, perhaps finding any wrist circles, and just noticing how your body feels, if your body feels supported. And slowly, with control, make your way back onto your belly, perhaps flipping cheeks, and bring both arms down by your side, palms face up. Allow your shoulders to fully relax and release here. We'll start to switch sides. Bring your left cheek to your mat if it's not there already. Extend your left arm out to the side, bringing your wrist in line with your shoulder, as if you were a bird opening its wing. Bring your right hand towards your rib cage. Once again, perhaps staying on your belly, or slowly roll over to your left side, taking your time. Notice if any tightness or tension has arisen in your face or in your neck. Just really noticing if there's any muscles here that are grasping or holding that don't necessarily need to be active in this posture. Fully allow your left hand to relax and let go. And perhaps sending your breath into the front of your shoulder or where you initially feel this stretch in your body. And perhaps if you feel stable and supported in this posture, maybe finding any movement here with your right arm, waving your arm up and around, or finding a half a vine, and just noticing how this side feels different than the other. And slowly make your way back onto your belly, bringing both arms down by your side, maybe flipping cheeks, allowing your heels to fall open and your shoulders to fully melt into the earth beneath you. And gently bring your chin or your lips to your mat and sway your hips side to side. You could find a slight bend in your knees or bend your knees generously and just waving your feet side to side. And perhaps finding any other intuitive movement that feels good in your body here. And slowly bring your hands down by your shoulders, rising all the way up into a tabletop position, bringing your knees generally under your hips or wider, wrists underneath your shoulders, and finding any movement here, perhaps swaying side to side, or finding cat-cow circles, just noticing how your body wants to move here. And coming back to a neutral tabletop, inhale cow pose, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale cat pose, round through your spine, separate your shoulder blades. Inhale cow pose, lift your heart. Exhale cow pose, round through your lower, mid, upper back. Inhale cow pose, leading from your low back. Exhale, cat pose, lifting the back of your heart up to the sky. You're welcome to find a couple more rounds of cat-cows, or perhaps letting go of this movement and finding something else that serves you here. And I invite you to let go of what you think you should be doing or what you traditionally do in the morning, if this is a regular practice, and really tuning into how does my body want to move. Allow your body to guide you here. And find some space between your legs. Bring your toes to touch and sink your hips all the way down towards your heels for extended child's pose. Reach your arms out in front of you and completely surrender any thoughts, any future ideas of the day into the earth beneath you. Relax your palms. Breathe into the sides of your ribcage. Start to come up high on your fingertips, lifting your palms. Staying in your extended child's pose, inhale, round through your spine, lift the back of your heart up. Exhale, release the front of your heart down to the earth. Inhale, rounding through your spine, lifting your elbows off your mat. Exhale, releasing all the way down. Inhale, rounding through, breathe into the back of your heart. And exhale, fully surrendering, letting go. Bring both hands over towards the left. Coming into a side body stretch. Option to bring your right hand over your left. And breathe into your side rib cage. Slowly bring your hands back through center. And switching sides, walking both hands over towards the right, stacking your left hand on top of your right hand. With every exhale, allow your hips to become heavier and heavier towards your heels. Slowly coming back to your extended child's pose. Bend both elbows and bring your palms to touch just above the back of your head. Breathing into your shoulders. Noticing how the stretch feels in your body. Plant both hands down to your mat, spread your fingers, and start to lift your upper body, finding some big circles. An option here to bend through your elbows, lifting your upper body and sending your hips all the way back and around to your extended child's pose. And perhaps finding any head circles here. Really allowing your breath to guide you in this movement, switching directions if you haven't. How can you invite a little more fluidity in this movement? Slowly make your way back to a neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips high for a downward facing dog. Really bending through your legs, perhaps pedaling out through your feet, or finding any other movement here in your first downward facing dog. Actively root down through your hands, noticing the space in your spine, in the back of your neck. Taking a deep breath in here. Exhale, bend your knees, send your chest towards your thighs. Inhale, straighten through your legs any amount. Exhale, bend your knees, pressing back. Coming back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift your right leg high. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip to the side. Relax the muscles around your left ankle, around your left heel, and finding any movement in your right leg here. Slowly plant your right foot down. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift your left leg. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Notice how the front of your left hip feels. Slowly plant your left foot all the way down, finding any last movement. Then gazing between your hands, step your feet behind your wrists, finding ragdoll pose, grabbing opposite elbows. Find a generous bend in your knees and allow your upper body to hang heavy, letting go of any tension around your ears, the base of your skull. Bring your arms down and slowly, with control, rolling up to stand, pressing down through your feet. And as you get to the top, roll your shoulders up to your ears and down your back. Then find some space between your feet, about hip-width distance or wider, with one hand drawing one big circle out in front of you, and allow the other arm to follow in its place. And perhaps swaying your hips side to side or bending through your legs. And I really invite you here to tune in with your body, noticing how your body wants to move here. And allow yourself to make this movement your own, noticing if there's any limitations in your body or in your mind telling you to do otherwise or limiting you from your own self-expression. And how can you move past those limits or breathe past those limits and allow yourself to be free. Option here to find some big body circles by allowing your upper body to become heavy and just finding some big circles here, maybe rolling your head around, letting go of any tension in your neck and your shoulders, and really rooting down through your feet. Moving back through center. Inhale, mountain pose, reach both of your arms high. Exhale, forward fold, release your arms down. Plant both of your hands down to your mat and slowly step back into a tabletop pose. Bring your hips down towards your heels, coming into a seat. Inhale, reach both arms up and over. Exhale, cactus your arms, lift the front of your heart up. Inhale, round through your spine, bring your palms together out in front of you. Exhale, bend your elbows, waving back, draw your shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach your arms out in front of you, drawing your chin towards your chest. Exhale, waving your arms back. Inhale, rounding through. Exhale, waving all the way down. Plant your hands on your lap and just take a cleansing breath here, resetting. Slowly walk your hands out in front of you, preparing for melting heart or puppy pose. Bring your hips over your knees, always an option to place a blanket under your knees. And then inhale, slightly drop your belly, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, round through your spine, draw your forehead towards your mat. Inhale, slowly unfurl from your low, mid, upper back, lifting your gaze. Exhale, rounding through your low, mid, upper back. Inhale, lifting your gaze, drop your belly towards your mat. Exhale, rounding through, bringing your forehead a little bit closer towards your mat. You are welcome to find this movement a couple more times until you find your desired depth in this posture. Always an option to place a blanket or block underneath your forehead. And if your shoulders feel extremely tight here, walk your hands out wide, perhaps wider than your mat. And completely relax your belly, breathe into your shoulders. Notice how your heart feels as it reconnects with the earth beneath you. And slowly bending through your elbows, lifting your forehead off your mat. Slowly lower on down to your belly, perhaps finding one cheek to lay on, bringing both hands down by your side, and finding any movement here, any last poses you would like to take. In your own time, slowly make your way onto your back for final Shavasana or final resting pose. Allowing your arms to fall where they please, perhaps placing a blanket or a bolster under your knees. Allowing yourself to fully rest here, to reset, and know that I will close practice with you today. Take this time for you now. Now you are welcome to rest longer in your Shavasana. If you are ready to close your practice, start to deepen your breath into your belly and find some natural movement throughout your body, perhaps wiggling your toes, fingers, or taking one last long body stretch. When you are ready, slowly rolling over to one side for fetal pose. And taking a moment here to notice how it feels to be in your body. And slowly make your way up to an easy seat on your mat. On your next inhale, reach your arms wide and up, palms come to touch. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Taking a deep breath in here. Exhale, fully let it go. Inhale, breathe into the entirety of your being. And exhale, fully letting go. Bring your thumbs towards your third eye center. Know that you are divinely beautiful and that you matter. Thank you so much for flowing with me today and starting your morning with me. Thank you.